May I come in, sir?
Please come in.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Vicky. Please sit down.
Thank you, sir.
You are Vicky Patel.
Yes, sir.
Vicky, please tell me about yourself.
Sir, I am Vicky Patel. I belongs from Nalanda, Bihar. My father, Mr. Kamlesh Kumar, is a businessman. My mother, Srimati Avanti Kumari, is an NM nurse. And I have two siblings. Both are elder to me. I have two sisters. Both are elder to me. And sir, I have completed my schooling in 2017 from CBSE board and got the aggregate percentage of 71.2%. And even I have pursued my graduation from English literature from Vinod Bhave University, Hazaribagh in 2020. Sir, I was aspiring for the defense services since I was in graduation, and my hobby is playing cricket and visiting historical places.
That's very good. Historical places.
Yes, sir.
Even Patna is well recognized as a land of historical places.
Yes, sir.
Can you count some historical places in Patna?
Yes, sir. Agam Kuan, Golghar.
And please associate some information, the name which we are counting.
Yes, sir. Agam Kuan is famous for the Ashok. The Ashok has killed his 99 brothers on that well. That is why the Agam Kuan is famous for.
Okay, got it.
And
Next.
Golghar is famous for the granary. It is made by the Britishers for the grain storage. That's what the Golghar is famous for.
Okay.
Yes, sir. And
Any others?
I have not remembered yet till now, sir.
Vicky, can you tell me what is the reason behind inclination towards armed forces and when you decided to join armed forces? And if you decided earlier, so have you prepared for ND examination or it is your first attempt through which you are coming for armed forces entries? Start.
Sir, I was aspiring for the defense services since I was in graduation. I am just as my uncle is in defense services and he is a
Defense means?
BSF. My uncle is a defense personnel and he is serving currently in BSF as an 2IC, and through him I get influenced to the defense services, and the uniforms I have seen that attracted me very much.
Vicky, can you differentiate the difference between paramilitary and military forces?
Yes, sir. The military forces is associated with the Ministry of Defense, and the paramilitary forces is of the Department of Ministry of Home Affairs.
Okay, that's correct. Any other differences?
Paramilitary is mainly used in the internal security, for the internal security purposes. But Indian Army should not be used in the internal security. But
Indian Army or military?
Indian military, sorry, Indian military is used for the combat role for the external aggressions.
Vicky, sometimes we use military power for maintaining internal security threats too.
Yes.
Do you think that military should be engaged in certain purposes? What is your personal view in that aspect?
Yes, sir. Definitely,
such as in flood, such as in Naxalite type of problems. Even military is somehow, somewhere used for the shorter period of time also. So do you think that engagement is good or not? Even it is a part of controversy for a long. What is your view in this?
Yes, sir. Definitely, it is a good step that we should involve the defense personnel in the civilian role. As in the flood purposes, we use NDRF because NDRF has.
NDRF is a specialized unit which is efficient to tackle certain challenges.
Yes, sir.
But somehow we are engaging army for flood purposes. Even in the recent past, we had one best example in Kashmir, Jammu and Kashmir, where army was utilized. So in certain parameters, do you think that military should be used for civil purposes?
Yes, sir.
That
for
is
certain parameters, it should be used because in military there's a training given to the personnel, and they are efficient to tackle any situation in the adverse calamities. So that's why they have the efficiency, and we have the police, but they didn't have the adverse situations in this.
Okay, Vicky.
Services.
Suppose you couldn't make your selection this time.
Yes, sir.
So what would be your career plan?
Sir, I would look into my loopholes because as I am not being recommended, and I look into my loopholes to correct it, and next time I will